Hi. Today the main topic is the system design of design system. Um, I talk about what is the design system, about those kind of thing, and how Netflix did and how Line did. And let me just say, Unity just made a beautiful UI library based on the design system. So of course you're gonna be uploading to npm node package manager, right? So it's gonna be your UI library. But But the thing is that if your library is public, there's no issue about it. But if your library is private, there's gonna be more engineering and stuff. So let's just go ahead from the public first. So if you just um, upload the node package manager, you're able to use some kind of CDN for the JavaScript module, which is also called the ESMSH. It's just a server, but it's for the getting the JavaScript module, and it is gonna do the bundles for you. So that's very easy, and that is your JavaScript module is gonna be linked. Your component is gonna be linked. So example, in your UI library, there's kind of button component. You have a button.tsx. This ESMH transform this your component into a specific link of it, and some kind of HTTP as ESMSH dash your npm dash your button. So that's really good. You did you didn't do anything, but this ESMSH it is gonna make your button component to just link. And next, you can use the framer, the design tool, the alternative of the the Figma. The framer, there's such a thing as code component that lets you into in draw into some kind of design file based on this kind of link of your JavaScript or TypeScript component. So let me just recap. You upload to the Node Package Manager. If it's public, you can use ESMSH, which is CDN for the JavaScript module. It's gonna do the bundles for you, and you can change the. Of course, you're able to get the link of it, and you can put this link on the framer that eventually converts your button, this link into the button that you made. So style is gonna be consistent, and that's really amazing, right? So this um, uh, kind of like workflow, like the flow of how design system is gonna be worked in using the framework or Figma. But if it's public, it's really easy. But what if it is private? Private. If your if your package is private, you're not able to gonna use the ESM message because it is the server CDN for the public package. So what you have to do is you have to self host the ESM message. So what do you mean self host? You have to configure your server. But of course, there's so many good cheap server which is called the VPS, the virtual private server VPS, and you can use DigitalOcean using it. And of course, you can you can pour the ESMSH, some kind of container, some kind of package into container. So there's gonna be Docker, which is just the virtualize the operating system, and you can run the ESMSH, the function of ESMSH in your server. Moreover, And you can configure the Cloudflare, which is CDN, or CDN for the yeah, it's just the CDN, but the benefit of using CDN is just the performance of it. There's huge performance of it because CDN is gonna be doing the casting, because you know, exporting this UI library via link is not really kind of easy, and there's some kind of a latency on it because you have to check, because this DigitalOcean, this server has to be checked after the publishing it, because your package, your library has to be changes on the release or the version if there's something upgrade on it. And this ESM-SE, this kind of server has to be look on these changes, and it has to be sent again via CDN using Cloudflare. And next, it has to be go to the Framer design tool. So this is a really simplified version of it. And of course, if you configure your server rather than using VPS, you can just configure some kind of like load balancing and processing, and also you can just put more feature on the CDN. But I believe this is really, I think you have to just keep in mind this is really basic of it. We can put some kind of optimization using some kind of a change in the server of it, because BVA is really cheap. It's really for the startup. And also, moreover, after making the link, you can put it into Framer tool, but that is not enough. You know, our goal is when designer made changes on their design, or whatever web or app design, it has to transform into our React code. That means that we don't have that we don't really have to like do the communication with the designer, because there should be the problem if there's no such a kind of this kind of design system. Example, designer and the mostly designer and front-end engineer have communication because of the design. Example, the gap or the margin or like padding looks so different into designer's view, but from the engineer's view, there's no difference of it. So it's really hard, but so to recap, our goal is to when designer made the design via this framework tool, we have to transform into React code, and we don't have to care about your UI code anymore because we already configured it, and we just only have to care about the business logic in the view of it. But that is not simple. I have to make the Google extension of it because there's no kind of the changing some kind of design into code in Framer. So I have to make the Google extension that checks the HTML, and if there's something a match with this in this UI library, I change into the React code. So that and this so Google extension and has to be related into this package. So the best option is putting this Google extension and your library into some repository as a monorepo. So that's gonna be really easy for it. So I think that's kind of recap or so my imagination how to configure the system design of the design system, because design system is not really easy. So this is it. Have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.